What sorcery is this? Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am so glad you're here. I've got another fantastic indie brand to do a little review for you guys today. This is Soleil Fox. And believe, it took me a minute to figure out how to pronounce Soleil Fox. This requires some Googling because I literally had no idea. So that's what it is. I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I may not be right. I don't know. Comment down below and tell me I'm wrong. Anyway, Soleil Fox was so kind and sent over a bunch of her stuffs to try. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all swatched out for you. She also sent me a sweet little note. I love these little personal touches. It just makes my heart so happy. And you know what? That's honestly one of the reasons why I adore these indie brands so much. They care so much about their clientele. They want everyone to be happy and feel loved and special. And you know what? It's appreciated. Thank you so much, Soleil Fox. These are the colors she sent over. I'm going to use 3 of them in a mani today. I was inspired by that foil all the way on the right, the deep navy blue foil flaky dip, but I'm going to show you all of them up close and personal. I'm going to be using this one today, this gorgeous light pink blush shade. Also going to be using this shade, which is a more deep bordering mauve type shade. There are a couple of ones in here that I really wanted to use, didn't because I had a vision for this. This color is beautiful. Wait till you see this next shade though. I had no idea this was a thermal. I had no clue. I swatched it out and I do gel top coat over my swatches. So I did gel top coat, put it in my UV lamp, and it came out a different color that I put it in at. I'm like, oh, I guess it's a thermal, and it is, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's this gorgeous, gorgeous iridescent glitter in here, and you're gonna see my favorite color out of the few she sent me was this next one, Kimono Blossoms, and this was my inspo for the whole mani. I saw this foil, and you guys know, the giant, chunky foil flaky dips kind of have my heart lately. Marbled, if you didn't see that one, I'll leave that in the cards for you. One of my favorite foil dips. This one might be a contender for top spot because it is so incredibly stunning and it did not stain, and I was like a little shooketh. I was a little shooketh that this navy blue did not stain. The foils were so beautiful and easy to work with. So we're gonna get right into a mani. I'm just gonna plan my mani. You know what? I've had a lot of people ask me this question in the recent past about how I plan my manis like ahead of time. I do not. I typically do not open my packages until I start filming, so I don't have a pre-planned idea in my head. I look at the colors, visualize it in my head, and map it out, and I just do it. So I wanted to do something different though, because normally for me, when I have an accent nail like a glitter or a foil or an ombre or whatever, accent nail is like always on my ring finger, right? That's like your stereotypical accent nail, ring or middle, something like that. I have never done an index finger accent nail, so I said I'm gonna dare to be different and do an index finger accent nail, and it made total sense after the fact. I mean, when you think about it, your index finger typically is the one you use the most, right? It's your pointer because you point at stuff. For me, one of my index fingers, I have to think about this in my head now. I use my left index finger to text. I'm a weird texter. I do right thumb, left index, and that's how I text. And I'm like, why does the index never get the love that the other fingers usually get? So I'm treating my index finger to royalty today, and she's going to be the accent nail. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get this first color on my nail. If you are wondering about the base on my nails right now, I do have my foundation, which is iGel Beauty medium pink. It's a very, very sheer light pink, very natural looking. I have 2 dips of that over my nails. Then I did peel base, and now I'm going to dip over it so I can easily pop off my peelies when I'm done with this mani. I need to move on to another one. If you need a video on how to remove peel base from your nails, like peel base dip stuff, I will leave that in the cards for you. I do have coming up, just so you guys know, because it was highly requested, I have a very long video coming. Remember those days where I did like 45-minute long videos. I have another one coming, and it's going to be literally a start to finish of my entire thing. It's going to be peel base, application, and prep, the full mani, filing and buffing, how I take a nail fee at least. I don't think there's a, set rule as to how you should, but I've had so many people ask me how I take my nail fees, so I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you removal all in one video. So I've got that coming probably within the next, I'm going to say, week to 2 weeks. It's already filmed, ready to go. I just have to do my final edits and voiceover, but I have it planned. It is coming, I promise. If you're new to my channel, hi. Hello, I'm Marlakris. I do DIY nail stuff, usually dip powder. That's kind of my jam. Sometimes you'll see me do builder gel, poly gel, which I'm not a fan of, gel polish, all sorts of stuff. If you're into like nail art, I also do decals and stamping and all that fun stuff. So if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. I would love to have you as part of the Mani fam. You can give this video a thumbs up if you like it, or if you learned something, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are looking for a super supportive Facebook group for all your nail art and nail application loves, head over to my Facebook group. It's down in the box for you guys, the link for it, in case you feel like hopping over. We'd love to have you there too. With that being said, I did go ahead and start off with that very, very light pink. It applied beautifully. I have zero bad things to say about these dip powders. I wound up sending Eden a message after I filmed this mani. Eden's the owner of Soleil Fox, and I just raved about her products. As if she didn't already know they were awesome, I felt the need to tell her because she was so kind, so I wanted to be kind too. And you know what? Let's talk about that for a minute. If you are not watching Sip and Dip with Chelsea, I would advise you head over to her channel. She does this series on her channel called Dip Into Kindness, and I love it with my whole entire heart. And I wanted to share a little kindness story that I experienced myself very recently. So I live in Florida. In Florida, our grocery store here is Publix. Some of you may know about it, some of you may not, but that's our big grocery store, right? So I'm in Publix, as I usually go a couple of times a week to pick up food and stuff. It's like my only outing. I don't really go anywhere. I go to Publix, I go to the post office, and I go to Walmart. Those are my 3 spots. So I'm in Pubs, and I'm at the register. There's a woman in front of me checking out, so I'm next in line to check out. All my stuff is up on the conveyor belt thing, and I'm not paying attention to anything. Per usual, I'm on my phone. I'm by myself. So I'm on my phone. I'm checking, Facebook or emails or whatever the heck I'm doing, and I hear the voice of the woman in front of me, and she's like, "Here you go, happy Monday." And I'm like, "Hello, what?" And I look at her, and she's handing me a Publix gift card, and I'm like, thanks. And it was weird in my mind because, and this is sad, but I'm not used to that kind of kindness from a stranger. I don't think any of us really expect that from anybody. So I was shocked. And I look at the cashier, and he says to me, she does this every Monday. Every Monday, she comes into the store, buys her groceries, and buys a gift card and gives it to whoever's behind her in line. And I'm like, that is the sweetest thing I have heard in a very long time. So I looked behind me, and there was a woman standing behind me in checkout. So I just nudged the card over to her, and I'm like, you know what? Happy Monday. And she gave me the same reaction that I gave to the woman standing in front of me. And I don't know if she kept the card or if she paid it forward or what happened. It's out of my hands. I don't care. As long as someone used it, it made me happy. But it made my heart smile that there are still people like that like to do good things. And speaking of good things, if you saw my last video or if you're in my Facebook group, then you will know that we recently did a fundraiser raffle thing. I can say it now because it's over. They can't shut me down now. We did a raffle for Safe Space, the organization I interned at, or interned. My internship is now over. I am done with classes, officially. Yay. But we did this fundraiser, and I'm giving away mystery boxes and stuff. We raised just over $8,300 for the organization, and I cannot be more, I don't know, emoty. I didn't know what to expect, honestly, doing that type of event. I've done fundraisers and like charity stuff in the past, and I've done really well with it, which makes me so happy. But I think what touched me the most, because if you didn't see this and if you weren't a part of it, I put together mystery boxes full of products and gift cards that were donated by so many companies. And that is the raffle prize situation, right? So people would purchase raffle tickets for a chance to win these mystery boxes. And the amount of comments that I saw on the fundraiser posts, just, I'm sweating. You know me, I emote through like my sweat glands. I don't cry, I sweat. I'm sweating thinking about it. The comments were not like, I hope I win or whatever. They were, we already won because of this insane donation that we can make to Safe Space. And it just made my heart smile so big. And I am so appreciative and grateful to everyone that donated and supported and shared and participated. And you know what? I really shouldn't have expected anything less from the group of weirdos that watch my videos and are a part of the Facebook group. And I just feel so fortunate and so blessed to be able to make that happen. So thank you guys for helping me to do that. I'm going to talk about this dip powder real quick. I don't know if you could see just how easy these foils are to work with. Absolute dream. Absolute dream. They break apart so easily, so they're not like stuck somewhere and you have to file them off. Nope, they just come apart. They're so delicate. Even when you brush them off a little bit, they kind of, I don't want to say shatter. They flake apart slightly, giving even more depth to the dip, and they do not stain. I don't know what sorcery this is. This navy blue did not stain whatsoever. First of all, the blue is stunning. It's like night sky blue. It's so perfect. And the flakes just pull it together with the pink tones in the rest of the mani. Chef's kiss. Not all my manis are 10s. This one was pretty close to being a 10. And I don't do a lot of tricolored manis. You guys know, I'm like maybe a 2-color mani type girl. You know, 1 color and then 1 accent color. But this mani I love with my whole entire heart. You guys will have to let me know what you think down below. I am going to go ahead and do my clear encapsulation per usual. If you didn't notice, I have a palette sitting in front of me. I'm going to leave a link for the palettes. This is a fellow ManiFam weirdo who started her own little business, and her palettes are absolutely beautiful. She made a few custom for me. I didn't know she was sending them, but I opened them up and I damn near cried. They're so gorgeous and so sweet and so adorable. You'll have to check her out. Also, using my Sparkle & Co. dip liquids per my new usual, and iGel Beauty Clear. I'm using a water marble tool, as you can see, to clean around my cuticles. That is from What's Up Nails. I'll leave everything in the box for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and finish my clear encapsulation, and I'm going to come back for some final thoughts. Off camera, I will leave my filing routine up in the cards for you guys in case you're curious about how I do that. It will include how I shape my nails as well. I'm going to go ahead and do my dip powder top coat routine. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I swore by gel for so long. I was a gel top coat person. And then Sparkle & Co. happened. And Sparkle & Co. is not a new company for me. I've been using Sparkle & Co. for what seems like forever. But I never really, I don't think I gave her a fair chance. I don't think I gave liquids a fair shot. I think I had my nose up in the air. I was a snooty little gel biatch. And I never gave it a fair shot. So I'm on a dip top coat kick right now. I have 0 issues with my dip top coat. None. And here's a fun fact that I learned, and I'm not sure if you guys have experienced this as well, for those of you who have bounced back and forth between the gel and the dip top. If you are a peel base user, like I am, I have noticed that my peelies will stay on longer when I use dip top coat. I don't know if it's a matter of the dip top coat, which is resin, aka glue. I don't know if it's stronger than gel as far as like adhesion goes or something. I'm not a chemist. I don't know that kind of stuff. I know what works and what doesn't for me. But for me, I feel like this seal that the dip top coat gives to my peel-based nails is super strong, and I can keep them on longer because of it. And yay for that, because sometimes I do want to keep a mani on for a while, like this one in particular. Wait till you see the gloss, particularly on the blue foil nail. It's so seriously stunning. After seeing it all top coated and everything, I was kind of upset with myself that I didn't do more nails with this accent color. I did the whole mani with marbled, that mani that's up in the cards for you guys, and I loved it with my whole entire heart, but I didn't want to do something super repetitive, so I wanted to make this foil an accent nail. Kicking myself. I should have done this on all my nails. It's so stinking beautiful. If you're in a foil fantasy right now, run. Do not walk. Run to Soleil Fox and grab it before it's gone. I know how savage you guys are. And I mean that with the most love. But I know that you're a little savage. You see something you like and you have no qualms. We're heading there straight away, buying it all up, and leaving nothing for the latecomers. So I'm going to finish up my dip top. If you need like a talk through on dip top coat, I will leave that video in the cards for you guys. I'm going to leave the one, I guess the one where I discovered my love for dip top coat. Seems most appropriate. I will talk about in that video how to get the most shine out of your top coat, how to not let your brushes get hard, all that happy stuff. I am on coat number 2. I am going to let this dry for Sparkle & Co. I know all top coats are different. For me, the Sparkle & Co. dip top coat is usually dried down in less than 2 minutes. So about 1.5 minutes, minute 45. And this is the gloss on them. They are completely dry, no tack, no nothing. They're perfect. I love this combination so much. And if you missed my cherry blossom mani, I will go ahead and link that for you as well. As you can see, I mean, you've probably noticed that my nails on my right hand are green. The reason they are just green is because I was waiting for nail art supplies to be delivered and did my left hand with this mani in the interim. So if you want to see the finished mani on my right hand, I'll leave that one in the cards for you guys as well. I am going in now with my Candi Skincare Cuticle Oil. Per my usual, I do not do a mani without Candi Skincare. She's just a part of my everyday routine. And I don't even care if you don't use Candi Skincare. I'd prefer you did, because I think that she has the best cuticle oil ever. But please oil your cuticles. They deserve the love, because sometimes we're not nice to our nails and to our cuticles. We dry them out, we cut them, we file them, and they need some love too. Do that for me, will you, please? I hope you guys love this video. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you, bye.